I'm Eric Bowling in for Bill O'Reilly. Thanks for watching us. And our top story tonight, the more Trump speaks, the more he spikes. A new CNN poll shows Donald Trump dominating the Republican field with 39%. Ted Cruz a distant second with 18%, while Ben Carson and Marco Rubio are tied at 10%. Trump's surging poll numbers coincide with his escalating verbal attacks on Hillary Clinton. Now Hillary is fighting right back.
I really deplore the tone of his campaign and the inflammatory rhetoric that he is using to divide people. His bigotry, his bluster, his bullying have become his campaign. And he has to keep sort of upping the stakes and going even further.
Hillary went on to say that Trump has a penchant for sexism, but Donald did not let that slide. In a tweet, he warned her, quote, "Be careful, Hillary, as you play the war on women or women being degraded card." So is Trump's attack strategy a good one, or will Hillary be able to use it to her advantage? Joining us now from Miami, Republican strategist Chris Begala, and with us here in studio, Fox News contributor Ebony Williams. Chris, I'm going to start with you. This is heating up a little bit. Hillary decided to make that comment about Trump. Trump is firing back, going right after the women. Hillary shouldn't be using the women card. We all know where he's going with this. Is this a good strategy?
You know, it doesn't seem that Donald Trump can make a mistake, even though the mainstream media and everybody from the left just wants to attack him at any point. Those pesky folks known as American citizens and voters actually don't really care. They're sick of the establishment. They're sick of politicians. Donald Trump is riding this wave. He knows just what he's doing. He's 39 points on the Republican nomination. 2, 3, and 4 candidates combined don't even touch him. He's ready to take this on. Hillary's energy level looks woeful at this point. He's not going to back down. There's just a whole bunch of, I think the rest of the nation knows this, that are sick of politicians. The Bernie Sanders attempt to take on Hillary, that wasn't pro-Bernie Sanders. It was more anti-Hillary, anti-politician. Trump knows what he's doing, and Hillary better get her game on.
What about Ebony? Does Hillary know what she's doing jumping into this fray with Donald Trump, especially with a topic like the war on women? You have to be very careful when you talk about this, because we all know where they're going with this. We know what Trump is talking about. He's talking about Bill Clinton's. Some would say he had the most vicious war on women of anyone.
Yeah, he's baiting her, and no. Yeah, he's baiting her, and no, Eric, I don't think she knows how to handle anything like Donald Trump. I actually think this is good for Trump. Here's why. If we go back to the first Republican debate, there were many people on the right saying, well, you know, she was at his wedding, and maybe, you know, that was kind of like, hey, is he going to be able to go toe-to-toe with her in an adversarial way? So I think these attacks from a Trump perspective are healthy for him, but I think Hillary benefits too.
How?
Here's why. Because there are going to be some people, Eric, that no matter, I think, you know, he's right, that Trump is making no mistakes, but some are offended by this language by Trump. And so those are the people that Hillary will benefit from, because he's right again. She's not getting that enthusiasm on her own, so she will have a default victory from the anti-Trump establishment. But my mother is a super pro-Trump person, and she said to me, you know what, Ebony, there is nothing this man can say at this point. I don't think it's all that classy, but there's nothing he can say that will make me
But the way
not
Hillary's
vote for him.
She's playing this is
Sure.
as the victim.
Well, yeah, she doesn't have any other card to play concerning that, Eric. You know, look, you look at, you know, Hillary Clinton, you look at the things Trump has said about Carly Fiorina, and there's going to be some people that feel like that's, quote, anti-women. But you know what? He's winning with women in the polls still. And again, I think that's outweighed by people's belief, many people's belief, that he can be the guy to fix it. So I don't think that feminist argument is going to take any hold.
Do you think it's fair? Do you think Hillary should be using this victimhood card, especially with the war on women victimhood card, especially knowing her background and her background with her husband, Chris?
You know, no way. Are you kidding me? They can pull out all the Bill Clinton issues, and I don't think anybody even wants to go there. But how about Hillary globetrotting all over the world, accomplishing almost nothing as Secretary of State, and never uttering a single word about all of these women around the world who have lost their civil liberties, who have no rights all around the world? How about all the millions and billions that the Clinton Foundation, Clinton Global Initiative take on and do nothing? She hasn't said anything. Are you kidding me? She doesn't want to get into there, and Trump saying, come on in here to this briar patch. He's got her right where he wants her, and Donald Trump knows a little bit about this, and I think Hillary's energy level here with that interview was almost incredible. It was just unbelievable how woeful she was. And Trump's always up, and he's always ready for the fight. And I think a lot of Americans are just saying, I like what this guy represents, and I don't care what she says.
And some, Ebony, some would say that it's hypocritical for her to play the woman card, given what we know.
Yeah, I don't think that works in any woman's favor. I don't think it worked with Fiorina, the last debate. I don't think it works for Hillary Clinton, because women are not going to support you just because we share the same genitalia. Just like people are not going to vote for someone just because they're black, okay? It's really, you've got to have a platform, and you've got to be willing to go get it.
Stay right there for 1 second. Take a listen to Jeb Bush agreeing with Donald Trump, at least in regards to Hillary. Listen.
She's great at being the victim. You know, this will enhance her victimology status. This is what she loves doing.
Oh, so what about it? I mean, we need a leader. We don't need a victim. America elects leaders, not victims.
I was going to say, it's a little hypocritical too, Eric, because everything about Hillary's candidacy is about her being strong enough, good enough to go toe-to-toe with a man. And I believe that any strong woman can do that, but then you can't play it both ways, right? You can't be both strong enough but then want to coil back when you feel like, because that's Trump's point, is that she can take it. He says Fiorina can take it. And I think that he's smart to play it that way. And most women are going to feel like, hey, if you're big enough to get in the arena with the heavyweights, you've got to be able to go toe-to-toe.
Vladimir Putin, Kim Jong-un, Prime Minister Xi in China, these are people, these are tough people. Can the Hillary victim compete and lead with those world leaders? Chris.
There's no doubt. I mean, obviously, this is the big leagues, and she went around the world with that 7th grade science project with the red button reset. Are you kidding me? I mean, that showed where she was when it came to the world leaders. They toyed with her. It was a joke. And now Trump's toying with her. She cannot play this victim, issue, just like Ebony says. I don't believe that. She can't do it, and she has to be very careful as to what she's doing, and Trump knows what he's doing here. And again, we find out again and again and again that the American people are sick of politicians, and they're sick of the establishment. We don't know how many millions and millions of voters out there who generally don't vote will run to the polls to vote for Donald Trump. That's a big, huge issue that people aren't talking about.
I'm going to make a comment, Ebony. You can respond, and then we got to go. Victims need help, not keys to the White House.
I agree with you there, Eric. Final point. Hillary Clinton, like Jeb Bush, they're some of the more establishment candidates in this race, and that's why they're not doing well overall. People are against it, and people will do well.
Very good. Leave it right there. Chris and Ebony, thank you very much.
Thank you.